talking about the possibility of touring together for many years, but it has seemed like rather impossible, whether I've been in a studio, Liv's been in a studio, or touring even in another continent completely. But now, when we less expected, it became possible.
I wanted to tour with Tarja for a long time. It was just a question of time. I mean, then Tarja was in the studio, then I was in the studio, release of another album. And yeah, we've both been very busy, but now the time has come and I think it's just perfect. Singing in my mother tongue, Norwegian, is a very special experience to me because everything which comes out is much more emotional and direct and personal.
Well, Finnish language is definitely a very difficult language to sing, even for us Finns. I think there are too many open vocals. It's very, very hard to put it out clear, with clarity. But of course it brings me a lot of emotion. It always becomes more personal to sing with your mother tongue. I've been studying classical singing for many years, and part of the studies, important part of the studies, is to learn the phonetics of different languages. I mean, you have to know how to sing in French, in German, in Russian, in Italian, several languages, and I think also that is very nice for the audience to hear songs in their own language.
I always let the music speak for itself, so when I feel that there is a kind of inspiration there to use another language than modern English, I will do it. So, and since I studied Old English and historic languages, and since my mother tongue is Norwegian, I think these two options just come first. And I think it adds something very spicy to our music. I've been in the music business for quite a long time, and I'm happy that I've gathered as much experience as I have. I mean, there's been ups and downs, but where I am right now is just the best thing that could ever happen to me. So when everything comes together, it all has a reason, like touring with Tarja.
When you are on the road, surrounded by guys for a month or two or more, just try not to become one of them, you know. But the thing is that, apart from my privacy, of course, as a woman, I don't think there is such a difference if you are touring, whether you are a female or male singer.
Life on the road is not really glamorous. Of course, you sometimes have nice nightliners and nice hotels, and you fly all over the world, but it's all connected to hard work, to really hard work. And if you get sick, there is nobody there to replace you. So then you still try to keep going, although it sometimes takes even tears.
I agree with Liv in this. Like in every profession, being a musician has its good and bad sides. You just have to learn how to cope with them, with those two. But I wouldn't really say that touring would be glamorous or either very hard. When you're touring, it's very easy to get tired at one point, since rarely you get a really good night's sleep. And then when you become tired, you also easier become sick, and that's really tough. When it concerns a singer, it's very tough to keep on going and singing along the way.
The toughest thing I've ever experienced on tour was actually performing, standing on a stage without actually having a voice. That was after a swine flu injection, and everything just went wrong due to a poisoning in my body. But in the end, I got so much positive response from the audience. It was amazing, and that kept me going.
Well, I can say that I've been really, really lucky to be able to travel all around the world to perform in different countries, see different cultures, and the best thing is that the beautiful fans are there, you know, singing, cheering with you, giving you a lot of love and energy, and that's really the thing that keeps me going and doing what I do. I do it from love, but I also receive a lot of love.
The best thing that can happen on tour, and also has happened a couple of times, is seeing my family in the first row together with my fans and friends. That's amazing. They're all there, and yeah, the heart just, you know, beats for fans and family, and yeah, now I know why I'm doing this. Well, I moved to Germany 15 years ago, and I wasn't really aware of the fact that me, being Norwegian, already had such a success right here in Germany, and I'm still here. So it means that yeah, everything went into the right direction, and I'm very grateful to my German fans for that.
Well, Finland is my home country, and obviously because of that reason I also have a lot of fans there. But Germany is really the biggest fan base for me, which is fantastic. It's been really remarkable to see the support this last decade from German fans, and I had a chance even to live in Germany, in Karlsruhe. I was studying in a Musikhochschule there for 3 years' time. I really liked it very, very much. I really can't remember when we met the first time with Liv. No, we've met each other so many times already, and even been rocking together on a stage some time ago. It's been a really pleasure, but now I have to say that I'm really happy to have her on this next German tour with me. Very happy.
Met Tarja a couple of times, like when we toured the US, we met in LA. Tarja visited us in our Master Sound studio. I visited Tarja at her birthday party in Switzerland. So, but now it's time to tour together, and that's going to be fantastic.
I'm really looking forward to my tour with my new album, What Lies Beneath. I invite you all to rock with us. See you very soon.
Amazing! Liv, Size and Tarja touring together. See you all on tour.